College athletics is a multi-billion-dollar industry and has been for many years. In 2010, CBS and Turner signed a deal for broadcast rights to March Madness for 14 years and $10.8 billion. The parties apparently liked that deal so much, 2016, they signed an extension for another 8 years and $8.8 billion. The NCAA is making, yes, $1 billion per year off of a basketball tournament. Rich TV deals that conferences secure, ticket sales, the money it makes from other media rights, or any other sports. ESPN structured a similar deal recently for the college football playoffs, 3 games per year at an astounding $470 million per year, or in other words, $156 million per game. College, on the other hand, don't receive. I believe that they should at the very least be able to market themselves for endorsements and be able to receive gifts if people are willing to do so. According to a survey taken of 21,000 NCAA football players, is putting in 44.8 hours of time into their sport a week. They include a single minute of the time they have to put into their classwork to keep them eligible to hold their scholarship, if they even have one. One of the biggest arguments against paying athletes is that they already get paid through that scholarship. Keep in mind, in Division I football, there are approximately 15,000 players. 1,000 do not have any scholarship at all. Also, the schools are limited by the amount they can offer to athletes on scholarship. So not all of those other 11,000 football players even have full scholarships. Most of the schools have stretched their average 85 scholarships to some players, making most still responsible to pay room and board, books, fees, and basic living expenses. Before the 2014 NCAA basketball championship game, point guard Shabazz Napier made news when he said, "We do have hungry nights that we don't have enough money to get food. Sometimes money is needed. Stretch it out to hundreds of thousands of dollars for playing because a lot of times guys don't know how to handle themselves with money. I feel like a student athlete. Sometimes there's hungry nights where I'm not able to eat, but I still got to play up to my capabilities," end quote. Of being a college athlete, these athletes are a face for their university. Their commitment allows for a university to benefit from their every move, and name are used to benefit the school in any way possible. Jersey sales, ticket sales, autographs, they're all things that the school often do, but benefit from. It's like if you were a company that used a celebrity for an endorsement, paid them anything besides maybe a few free products each year. Consider this. More than ever are concerned with attending a brand name school. It is in the sports programs, namely the school's basketball and football programs, that these colleges build their brand. For example, this past year, Clemson won the NCAA football championship. Many of you may not even know where Clemson is at or what degrees they offer. According to the State magazine in South Carolina, where Clemson is located, the day after the championship win, Clemson's internet traffic was 10 times higher than the previous record high, which was 1 year earlier when they also played in the national championship game versus Alabama. Clemson president Jim Clements told the State newspaper shortly after winning the championship, "We have in athletics, and specifically in football, it helps us in fundraising. The number of applications through the roof. The national visibility is increasing significantly. It even helps me raise money for engineering and education and business because I can bring in CEOs to watch a football game to help our business school or our college of engineering succeed. There's no denying that these athletes add significant value to their teams, and it never is compensated for. In a 2014 study conducted by Drexel University and the National College Association, they estimated the fair market value of a college football player was $178,000 per year between the years of 2011 and 2014. While during the same time, an average college basketball player's value, $175,000 per year. The same study estimated Johnny Manziel's value to Texas A&M at the height of his football career to be as much as $547,000 to the school. Critics claim players to be paid will make dangling money in front of young high school kids to play for their school or wear their shoes the norm. The thing is, this bidding war is already happening with high-end luxury facilities, training rooms, and even the brand which the school is sponsored by. Now, while I don't necessarily think it is smart to give each player a set salary, I really believe that all players should have the opportunity to market themselves. I think this is unfair to the rowers, the tennis players, the golfers, etc. All it's basic capitalism. Be by far the best for the NCAA and their greed based on their perceived value would be generally the same as well, because the top schools would still and care about the education. They would have the opportunity scraping by to finish it. Allowing them to receive compensation is going to last while also allowing them to do what they love. College should be allowed to profit from their, while the NCAA is taking advantage of them right now. Fans already see this value in returns from a small investment they make while the players don't for it. If they were able to receive some sort of compensation, maybe we would see far less athletes filing bankruptcy after retirement. They could learn with smaller amounts of money how to budget and become responsible before getting million-dollar paydays. Won't make it pro and will allow them to get some benefit from all of the value and money they bring in to their respective schools.